my fellow Loveteers. I come to you not as your president, but instead as a humble member of your community. I am no greater a man than Corey Erdos, or Will Collins, or Clayton Lau, or Fishmonger. My power is only validated by the collective support of the community. So I personally thank all of you for not only electing me, but also for accepting me as your leader. I can only extend my warmest gratitude and my deepest sympathies toward all of you. However, during the time of my reign, there have been events that have changed the nature of Lovett as we know it. No longer are we the angelic babes in the forest, sleeping soundly to the chirping of crickets and the croaking of frogs, but rather we are much like the Roman centurion, battle-hardened and hardened by battle. In the fall, we were battered by a torrent of rain that seemed to have no end. For days upon days, we all claimed witness to the rising Chattahoochee, mighty in width and length. We all saw as the clouds burst and the tears of the heavens crashed down for an uncountable amount of days. Little did I know that the promise I had made to my cabinet of relieving us from the drought we'd inherited from the other administration would eventually be fulfilled tenfold, and because so, our finest athletic, food services, and fine arts facilities were damaged. Engulfed by a coffin of unbearable guilt, I lent my services to the relief efforts, giving a speech at the flood breakfast. The breakfast was a large hit among the staff that worked endless hours to restore a place of learning to its previous standards. Also, through our efforts as a community, the Lovett School was able to raise $2,000 for flood relief, which is an act no joke can belittle. As well as showing our support for flood victims, we have seen unprecedented attendance at the Martin Luther King Day March. Little did I know that with slight persuasion, we could have record-setting numbers representing Lovett in this march. I have also shown that my credentials are astounding. I personally led the football team to a 12-2 season with my unique and powerful style of leadership at the position of backup kicker. In the realm of academia, I have stunned many with my astounding 3.2 grade point average, as well as my acceptance into the prestigious DeVry University. At school, most of you can see me exploring the hallowed halls of Lovett alone, with no companion, or in Dr. Sanderson's room by myself, while I wait on him to return so I may converse with my only friend. If not in Dr. Sanderson's room, you will see me dedicating much of my time to the fake stock market game that enslaves my soul for many hours of each day. Outside of school, I may seem subdued, but on the contrary, I'm quite the ladies' man, acquainting myself with many lovely suitors. Over the last 4 years, I have demonstrated my prowess in the social scene by having an astounding one girlfriend. That's right, I've had one girlfriend. It's very impressive. I also struggle at writing speeches and need lots of help from certain people. As immaculate as my record might sound, my administration has experienced the stain which cuts so deep into my character that even copious amounts of Neosporin and Garfield Band-Aids can't fix. I regretfully inform you that the rumors being perpetrated by the media are true. I have been involved in a Norwegian troll smuggling operation. Although the details are too gruesome to elaborate on in a theater filled with children, I can reassure you that they would induce a horrifying reaction if revealed. Furthermore, the allegations of a troll invasion are unsubstantiated and false. I do not lie, that is true. If it is any consolation, my record clearly shows my integrity as I visibly fought so hard to keep the Union together in the great alcove crisis of 2009. Not only was I able to negotiate a peaceful truce between the rioters and the administration, but also I was able to guarantee full constitutional rights for third-floor alcove users. Because of the use of a nonviolent protest, the third-floor alcove users have set an example for the rest of the school for what to do when the crushing hand of injustice smacks down upon the common man. We have seen the tremendous reaction from these downtrodden individuals, which has been one that calls for admiration. Domestically, there are two more issues that remain unsolved. Today, I announce to the Lovett Collective that I will be exercising my full presidential rights in pursuing the eco-terrorists who continue to vandalize and flood our school's bathrooms. I shall not rest a single minute of my busy day until I apprehend and subsequently reprimand those responsible for these treasonous acts. Also, we still have not found out who is responsible for the terrible attack the front of the school experienced during the fall. An inhuman monstrosity felt it was necessary to disturb our most peaceful days of education and personal growth by attacking our school during the silent of night with red paintballs. Upon seeing the facade of our school scarred by balls of paint, my blood boiled and my skin crawled, and an anger like I have never felt before passed over me. That day I made a pact with myself. I will track and hunt whoever was responsible for that act. My only words to the scum that attacked us: bring it on. Now I would like to thank those who have stood behind me through these great and sometimes dark times, the administration. The administrators of this school are the true leaders. They work tirelessly to serve you. Although many of you feel that the administration is occasionally unfair, they are actually the overreaching force of good at this school. The work they do behind the scenes for the students is unrivaled and something I witness on a daily basis. They are constantly working to make your school experience a better one. So everyone here, please give an ovation to Dr. Dunkel, Mr. Melito, Ms. Spencer, Ms. Little, and Mr. Billingsley. I do have to say it has been an absolute honor to serve not only this school, but also each and every one of you. I look forward to each day with passion and enthusiasm, hoping I can find every single way to serve you better. It is a feeling that can only be expressed through the medium of song. More specifically, the scripture of Justin Bieber in his immortal work, One Time. When I met you, girl, my heart went knock, knock. Now them butterflies in my stomach won't stop. And even though it's a struggle, love is all we got. And we've gone keep climbing to the mountaintop. Your world is my world, and my fight is your fight. My breath is your breath, and your heart is my heart. My presidency revolves around this declaration by Mr. Bieber, and that I feel the struggle of my constituents every day. The greatest leader in our country's history, President Grover Cleveland, once said, President Grover Cleveland once said, "Minds do not act together in public, they simply stick together. And when their private activities are resumed, they fly apart again." Over the next few months, as the warm summer approaches, we must follow the wise wisdom of President Cleveland and stick together so that we can all achieve the optimum amount of success in our lives. Thank you. Announcements, what y'all really came to hear. Freshmen and sophomores, if you're considering a semester year away program for next year, please be sure to see Ms. Little as soon as possible. Origami Valentine's Day sale. Origami Club will be selling flowers for Valentine's Day all week during lunch and in the pool foyer after school. You need your ID number to buy those. I'd like a few. I don't have a girlfriend. Counselor positions for summer camps. Applications for counselor positions at summer camp are still being accepted through Friday, February 5th. Interviews must be completed by then as well. Sophomores, Rocky Mountain Semester, a semester school for juniors, will be hosting an admissions presentation on February 2nd in the Atlanta area at 7 p.m. And now we have a couple announcements.